Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Jordan with the Bet Locker here to bring you another NBA props video for tonight, Friday, December 12th. And if you guys aren't tailing these props yet, I don't know what you're doing because we went 2-0 again last night in NFL and 2-0 in NBA. So I hope that you guys are tailing. And we also, with our premiums, we went 4-1 in NBA and 5-0 in NFL last night on the betlocker.com. So I hope that you're tailing and taking these prop picks that we have been posting because we are hot. And when we get hot, man, it doesn't stop. I love it. So can't wait for Friday night, sweating NBA, going into the weekend. Couple bowl games tomorrow in a way. And then Sunday, we got some big props and some games and DFS to be had. So let's dive into tonight, though. As always, please like and subscribe. It does help out the small channel. And in my opinion, it does buy yourself some good karma. So, like I said, last night, 2-0. NBA, Derek Queen, over 16.5 points, got to 17. No sweat. And then we had Maxime Reynaud, the new starter for the Kings, over 11.5 points, got to 15, easy. Although Jokic is arguably top two, who are you going to put? I mean, what's not fair is Shea doesn't play fourth quarter. So if he played fourth quarters, I think that Shea would be the clear MVP. But Jokic is the new triple double monster. So I don't know. Either way, he isn't exactly great against the center position defensively. So we got Maxime last night over his points. So that felt really good. So 2-0 last night. Let's run it back and go 2-0 again tonight. So two spots that I really love. One, there was a new guy that hasn't really been effective at all. Damn dog. Hasn't really been effective at all as of late and hasn't been getting a lot of rotation, but he was downgraded to questionable with an illness. And when we have seen this in the NBA, they usually don't play, especially when they're late ad on that specific day. And that is going to be D'Angelo Russell. So if you go to the Dallas and Nets game, Nets are very bad defensively. So, but having said that, I mean, Mavericks, not great. Either way, if you get D'Angelo Russell out of the rotation completely, you're going to see some more minutes for Brandon Williams tonight. And they have overlapped a little bit, but either way, even if D'Angelo Russell still plays with that illness, he is taking a very big back seat to pretty much everyone on the team. So if we go back to Brandon Williams also with his minutes, and even though they're all really healthy right now, Davis is back, Max Christie, obviously, Klay Thompson, like Cooper Flag, everyone's healthy now and playing for this team. So D'Angelo Russell hasn't been. And they have their new point guard, Ryan Nembhard. But at the same time, really, Brandon Williams has been playing the most minutes behind Nembhard. So, and then if you take D'Angelo Russell out of that equation completely, or even keep him in, it doesn't matter. It's just going to add usage to Brandon Williams in general, no matter what, against a very bad defensive Brooklyn team. And if this happens to be a blowout, I don't think that it is, but it could potentially be because, I mean, both these teams are pretty bad, but at the same time, you could see it going either way for one team to be blowing out. Most likely Dallas, given the line at 7.5. You'll even see more minutes for Brandon Williams after that. Plus, maybe even get an Nembhard in foul trouble a little bit. 2 fouls right off the bat. Brandon Williams coming off the bench right away, playing direct backup. I think that his line with also a potential no D'Angelo Russell on the court is a little bit or is going to be at a buy low spot tonight. So I like more than 9.5 points for Brandon Williams tonight a lot. And then the second game, I'm going to go to a team that I know very well, obviously, Utah versus Memphis. Now, I'm not going to be taking Utah guy, although I do like Utah tonight in this spot a lot after their, Coach Hardy, giving them a pep talk and being pissed that they're always doing this. And now that doesn't usually always matter, but at the same time, it might fire up these guys quite a bit. But one thing that I do know, no matter how much you fire up these guys, Yusuf Nurkic absolutely is terrible at defense. So, and that's really the big spot that I like to exploit is centers that are bad at defense. and centers that are getting a little bit more usage to probably some points. So I like Jock Landale tonight at 11.5 points because Zach Edey is out, and that sucks. He's out for probably about a month or so. So Jock Landale did get the start last game, and he played. Let me go check it again. Jock Landale, they're favored by 7, but that was 7.5. So maybe people are on the Jazz now. But Jock Landale, Zach Edey played only 21 minutes last game, and then Jock Landale came in and played the 21 minutes behind him. But he is expected to get the start tonight. If he does not get the start tonight, I'll give you a pivot. But if he does get the start, then I love his 11.5 points total right here. So be on the lookout for that. I know that you can't really, but you can because these games are later and you're going to get that Jock Landale news, first. So if he is the starter, you'll get that about 5:30-ish, 5:45-ish. Then I love to lock in this play tonight. And that's assuming, though, we might get D'Angelo Russell news and Brandon Williams might be taken off the board. That happens a lot when certain guys are in really good spots. So honestly, I'm going to lock this in regardless and just hope that Jock Landale gets the spot. And if he doesn't, then he could still get there regardless, even if he's coming off the bench. Either way, Jusuf Nurkic, absolutely atrocious at center defense. And I'll just tell you the last couple games in general. Against the Thunder, gave up 25 points to Chet Holmgren in only 20-something minutes. Against the Knicks, gave up 18 points to Karl-Anthony Towns, but that's with Jalen Brunson absolutely vulturing all the points. So still got to 18. Go to the Nets. You got Nick Claxton got to 12 points, but Noah Clowney, the guy that also crashes the boards and crashes offensively for, close range or if not layups, whatever, he got to 29 points. And then you go to the Rockets, their most recent game, so the last 4 games, you got Alperen Sengun that got 31 points against him as starting center. So Jusuf Nurkic, and I've seen this guy in person a lot. He is not good defensively. So I will take my chances and take the Jock Landale, who's supposed to get the start, over his 11.5 point total. Even though John Morant is coming back, he's still not a good mental space. This is a good get right spot, so I hope that he maybe does well. But he is a mental case right now. So add that insult to injury, pun intended, and I still like other guys to be scoring in this position too. Even like a Cam Spencer still at a buy low spot. Look at this. He's hit that the last 4 games in a row and almost hit it that 5th game as well. Maybe be looking at that too. Anyways, I did promise if Jock Landale doesn't not start and you're not confident or as confident as I am in that pick, I like a pivot to Keyonte George here over 21.5 points. With the game being very fast-paced, no good defense, that bodes really well for Keyonte George, especially even in an assist position now that Mark is back. But I think Keyonte George tries to take over here, and I think that he does respond well to Will Hardy. So the fact that Will Hardy got so mad and whatnot, and that might fire him in a get-right spot against a Memphis team that's up in pace and bad in defense. So my pivot is definitely going to be probably Keyonte George if Jock Landale does not get the start. But regardless, I'm going to play all 3 of them. So take that with what you will. That's it, guys, though. Let's cash that ticket again tonight. Like I said, I hope you've been tailing these because we are 3 on the board with these YouTube videos on 2-0 picks this week alone in NBA. So let's do it again tonight on a Friday night. Have a good night Friday betting, and then that way we have the extra money going into realistically Sunday for NFL. So thank you so much for the support. Please like and subscribe on your way out. It does help out. Like I said, the small channel a ton, and it does buy yourself some good karma. Also, here's a little sneak peek at thebetlocker.com. Here is our free prop section. You get everything that we have to offer: locker picks, DFS cheat sheets, prop bets, daily picks, and access to our Discord channel, which is a growing community, which I love. All that dirt cheap price, $6.99 a week or $19.99 a month. Basically, get 2 weeks free if you buy the month, like I always say. And we all just win together as cheap as possible, and you get access to me and our 2 college experts. And that is crucial going into bowl game season for college football and playoff season. So, all right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. And we will see you back here. Check out my NFL props video being posted in a few hours as well. All right, we'll see you guys.